So I actually came straight after graduation. I came to Ghana to start my master's because I hated being in the UK.
Oh, wow.
And I needed an excuse to tell my parents that your 22-year-old daughter does not want to be in this country and wants to go to Ghana and be a baby girl for life.
We had various reasons that sparked it. So we've got children now. The way the systems are in place in the West is not set up for our children. So we had to make a real decision. Are we going to knowingly keep them in that system or do something about it and take them out? It was difficult, but like I said, there was a push and a pull. That was the main motivation. And then the climate was another one.
I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like Diasporans coming with the mind that we are coming to help Africa. No, my dear. Sometimes actually Africa and Africans and Ghanaians here, they're coming to help you. They're coming to give you, like, there's a peace that you get when you realize that, you know, I don't know, they just opened your mind to newer things and different ideas, and it's fantastic.
Boom! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joannis, or Joe Hatagwa. I'm a Sierra Leonean American living here in West Africa. And if you want to know what it's like living here in West Africa, someone who's a Ghanaian who spent some time away and someone who lived for their entire life elsewhere, then this is the video for you. Okay, cool. So today we're meeting with Precious and Yaba. Yaba is the other half of Ghana Bound. So the last interview I did was with Sam, Yaba's husband, who's the one half of Ghana Bound. Now we got Yaba, who's the other half of Ghana Bound. So Yaba and then also Precious. We all met up to do some content together. I shot some content with both Precious and with Yaba separately, and now I'm doing my content that I did with them and I'm putting that out. They talk about their experience living here in Ghana, what it's like to work here, and just everything that goes along with your experience living here. I think it's really interesting to hear their experiences as women, one as a single woman and one as a married woman, and what their experience has been like here in Ghana. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. Check it out. And today I have two very special guests. I have
Yaba
from
Ghana Bound,
and I have
Precious
from
Precious Hannah on YouTube and Instagram.
On YouTube, on Instagram. So we've had some very spirited discussions today about dating, and you'll get a chance to see both their videos from both their channels. Really good conversations. I wanted to switch it up a little bit and talk to you guys about careers and, you know, moving to Ghana. I think a lot of people are interested in understanding how somebody can make a decision to leave the West and come to the continent, and I'd love to talk to you guys about the decision that what made you make that decision, and also what you're doing here currently. So Yaba, I'll start with you. I know a little bit about your story, but if you can tell the audience, what did you do in the UK, and then what do you do here now in Ghana?
Okay, so in the UK, my husband and I are directors of a fitness company called Afro Health and Fitness. And we have personal trainers, we run fitness classes, and we're based in a golf club in the UK. So that's what we were doing, that was our main focus. And we're also in the process of starting a clothing line, a fitness clothing line as well. In Ghana, we've made the business passive, so that was a big focus of ours.
Sure.
So we've appointed a manager, and we've got personal trainers who are taking care of our clients to enable us to come away here to Ghana. So that's what we've got running right now, while we've got our eye on other businesses. We're quite entrepreneurial minded, so we're looking at what Ghana needs and what we can bring.
Got it, nice. And so Ghana Bound, I feel like there's different elements to it. There's a consulting element to it too,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah, the consultancy really came up because when we first wanted to move to Ghana, we had so many questions and we had to basically find out a lot of it for ourselves.
Sure.
So we thought, okay, so this only happened like recently. We didn't decide this before we started our Ghana Bound channel. So we said, you know what, we know a lot now, purely from experience and the connections we've made. We've networked so much that we can answer questions we might take for granted, but others who are already outside, let's say the US or Canada or the UK, they need answers to. So we thought, let's start a consultancy.
I love it. Okay, so the consultancy, and you have the business back home.
Yes.
Okay, and of course you have a YouTube channel as well.
Yes.
Okay, Precious. So you also came from the UK.
I did.
What did you do in the UK before you came, and what do you do here now?
So I actually came straight after graduation. I came to Ghana to start my master's because I hated being in the UK.
Oh, wow.
And I needed an excuse to tell my parents that your 22-year-old daughter does not want to be in this country and wants to go to Ghana and be a baby girl for life. That's literally it. So I I came to Ghana. I did my master's 2 years at Legon, which became 3 years because I had to get an extension. Long story, but let's not talk about that right now. And I knew that in that process of me doing my master's, that I was going to find my feet. I was going to figure out what I wanted to do, and in that space, I realized I love presenting. I loved radio. I loved YouTubing because I was already YouTubing my process from moving from Leicester, London, and then to Ghana because I was in DMU in the UK. So it was a long journey. I would be honest, I didn't have anything set career-wise.
Okay.
I just knew that I had to make it work here because I didn't want to go back. It's been 4 years now. Thank you. Talking to you, I've been like, oh my god, I've been slacking on my YouTube channel. Like, I could do so much better. So guys, go to my channel, watch all my videos, and subscribe because I want to do that full time. I love radio. I was working at Live FM when it was open. We had a station called Live FM, and I loved that experience, and I wanted to continue presenting. I was very active in my church. We used to have a lot of conferences, and I did voiceovers and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm trying to be the voiceover queen here. So
I like it. Okay, cool. So Precious, start with you and then we'll go to you, Yaba. What brought you here? Like, what made you make the decision to actually move to Ghana?
I don't like London.
That was it. It was just that I don't like Ghana. I'm in London.
I don't like London. No.
Okay.
I came here on holiday, and I was like, okay. So I also have to mention I have an NGO and I help schools. Because I felt like there were too many schools in Ghana that didn't have the equipment. You get a lot of NGOs come in, they're like, oh, let's buy land, let's build a school. Okay, you built the school, what next? So there's all these schools we have, and they don't have simple books or pens or whiteboards or good tables and chairs and stuff like that. So I started an NGO to help bring equipment from the UK or buy equipment from Ghana and help the teaching experience become much easier and better. Okay. And that gave me an excuse to come to Ghana at least once or twice a year. And I remember the last time I came, I was in my second year of uni. I woke up one day, the sun was shining, the sky was blue, and I thought, I have to go back to that misery? Like, what the hell? Like, why? So I had to I had 3 days left, and I was like, okay, let me brainstorm, let me pray. Like, I need to find a reason to come back and stay here permanently. And then it was suggested to me that I should go to the University of Ghana and see if they have any courses that I'd be interested in. I studied dance studies, so I did my master's in dance ethnography, and I studied the ethnic groups within Ghana and the dances and the culture, and it was fantabulous.
Nice. Okay, and Yaba, what was your decision?
For me, it was a tangible push and a pull within myself. That's how I can describe it. Okay. And I believe it was the Most High. It was like, get on the continent, get your feet on Ghana soil. So we had various reasons that sparked it. So we've got children now. The way the systems are in place in the West is not set up for our children. So we had to make a real decision. Are we going to knowingly keep them in that system or do something about it and take them out? It was difficult, but like I said, there was a push and a pull. That was the main motivation. And then the climate was another one. Sure. Yes. What sparked the move to happen so quickly was lockdown. So I became really, I don't want to say depressed, because that depressed is a serious level, but I became so low. I've never been that low before in my life. And it was a little bit scary. And lockdown affected everyone, but this it felt different. It felt like there was so much uncertainty. Right. And of course, it meant all of us were working from online, and we realized we can do this from online. Right. So now's the time in Ghana. So now's the time. Let's do it. So we fast forwarded our move, and we booked the ticket for 6 weeks later. Okay, so we have entrepreneurship and we have media, is what I'm hearing, right? Let me ask you, Precious, how are you working to figure out how to get into that career field and move forward in that field while here? Like, are you using LinkedIn to find jobs? Are you networking? How are you navigating that career field here?
This is where I toot my own horn. I feel like one of my best skills is networking. I love meeting people. I love talking to people. And I've been using networking to help me navigate Ghana, Accra, and everything, and my YouTube channel really. And this is why talking to you, I feel like I need to do so much more because I feel like YouTube is, especially for a media person, is like our portfolio.
Sure.
So the more we have on there, the more our audience connect with us, the more we can show like this is what I have to offer.
Right.
So this is why I know I need to step up, and I feel like I've had that, sit down, talk with myself, and I'm definitely stepping up. But networking has been my friend. I love to go to different networking events, not necessarily networking events. You can catch me at a cafe and I'll sit somewhere and like you might be talking to someone, I might catch a look. Like I don't know how I do this, but like catch a look and I'll be like, hi, I can hear an accent, where are you from? And I'll just start a conversation. And it's not, it's not every day that someone's trying to move to you sometimes.
Right.
Or just being sociable,
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you'll talk like, if I just met, I'll be like, you'll tell me you're a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. All of a sudden, we're collaborating. We're doing a video together. Wonderful. Like these are how things in Ghana have worked out for me, and I thank God, because I don't feel like you get that kind of ease in the UK. Maybe in the US. I don't know.
I think it depends on the city you're in, and I think what happens here is that we as diasporans want to see each other succeed, so we're more open to those kinds of conversations, right?
Because
we're all on the same wavelength,
I never
right?
want someone to go back to where they are coming from and say I had a horrible experience. So it's like I need you to succeed. Like I need you to make sure you had the best time here and that you are happy, because I want you to say that.
You saying that give me chills, because it's a very unique group of people that are coming to return, and we do want each other to do well. That's why we can easily collaborate and have these discussions.
Right,
It's so
absolutely.
true.
Absolutely. I want to ask you a little bit deeper question about the networking. So you mentioned maybe at a cafe. So I'm guessing you have some friends here and you'll meet up with them and meet their friends. Are there specific events that are networking events that you go to, or is it more like hanging out with friends or going to a cafe?
So there was a event that a friend of mine was doing called Chopsties. That was a very good. I invited you to one.
did.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand. She didn't
Sunday,
come.
no kid.
Well, kids, yeah. So in spaces like this, I actually end up meeting people that are organizing such events that want to bring people together. So one is called Chopsties. Maybe it might come back, I'm not sure, but that was really fun, because what they were doing were they were every last Sunday of the month we would go to different bars, lounges, restaurants within Accra, and it would be like they would have live performances, artists coming to do paintings and selling their products and cocktails and all of these great stuff, and then people would just meet in a space, and there was food, and everyone loves food. I love food,
of course.
So we're eating. It was a buffet, and it was vibe. It was a vibe, and you meet new people from all over. And what I liked about it was it wasn't just for Diasporans, it was for Ghanaians. It was like a bridge between Ghanaians and Diasporans to come together and like interact, because what I do find is that sometimes Diasporans, we want to keep ourselves to ourselves, but I'm against that. No, get out there, guys, get out there, because I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like Diasporans coming with the mind that we are coming to help Africa. No, my dear, sometimes actually Africa and Africans and Ghanaians here, they're coming to help you. They're coming to give you, like, there's a peace that you get when you realize that, I don't know, they just opened your mind to newer things and different ideas, and it's fantastic. So yeah, there are events. Instagram is your friend. You'll definitely find something and be open to it.
Okay, and for you, Yaba, how are you networking and meeting people?
Sure, the number one thing is from the YouTube channel that we have. Because again, like Precious, we come to help bridge the gap between Ghanaians and those outside.
Absolutely.
So it's meant that I've interviewed so many people, met people through them, and also other events that networking events that people invite us to. But the ones I've gone to, we always meet somebody like significant, then meet up with again. So I would say the YouTube and actual networking events. And then through those, I've made friends, and then we'll meet up to go to the cafes and restaurants.
Nice. One thing I would recommend for people, because this is something that's helped me when I moved to LA and moving here and in Sierra Leone, is if you have a friend or a person there, getting to know their friendship group. So we talked about networking, we talked about your careers here, we talked about why you guys decided to move here. Let's talk a little bit about how you're enjoying your experience. So first of all, you guys are both Ghanaian, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
from the same hometown too.
Okay, so but let's start with you, right? So you're Fanti.
Yeah.
I just heard that. Okay, had you been visiting and coming to Ghana through like your formative years and growing up?
Yes.
Okay.
So since childhood, we've been coming back and forth, and it was never a place I'd consider even moving to ever. it was like, oh, we're going to Ghana again this summer. It was just not great. So it's only when I came in 2012 and my mum arranged like a tour.
Okay.
And for me and my sister and her husband, and we went all to the north of Ghana and then came back, and that just changed my world. I thought, this is where I'm from. It's so beautiful. There's so much to see, and Accra especially has developed really quickly over the last few years, so there's a lot more to do here, and it was that trip that I thought I could live here.
And so what has your experience been like since being here? The good, the bad, and the ugly?
It's just the most amazing adventure. It's an adventure. Literally every single day is an adventure, and I like that. It's unpredictable, which can be challenging but also exciting. My children love it, so that aside has already given me peace. My husband enjoys it, our family's here. And that's been the biggest key for us, is that we're surrounded by family network. And that's the core. But then since then, we've made a lot of friends, and we're just getting really well connected. I'm a really social person. I love people, and I love spending time with people. And it's the thing here. It's just normal here. And people are always introducing me to others. So my spirit is like overflowing. Like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Nice. I love that. I love that. And so for you, Precious, how has your experience been? The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay, so I feel like this is the first time I'm gonna be really realistic. I always this is home for me. So there's no bad and there's no ugly. But I'm gonna be realistic with you guys. There is bad and there is ugly. However, I would just rather be here for the bad and the ugly than in London, if that makes sense. Like, I would take this bad and ugly any day. And only because I've come to realize that I can handle it. I actually like handling. This is very strange. I like having obstacles to face, because every time something comes up, I always overcome them. And I always come out a better person. And I like that version of myself. In London, you mentioned lockdown and stuff like that. I did get depressed. Like, I did have to go to therapy and come out of it, because I came back. I was stuck in London for 9 months during the when COVID hit. And then this was like, I was trying to finish my thesis that I couldn't, like, long story, like I said. And then I came back to Ghana and I just felt like a failure. Like, I felt miserable. I felt terrible. And I did like some online therapy and I came out of it, and then I kept things pushing. But then I realized that in this space, when ugly hits, like, I can fight it and I do it and I come out harder. And I don't want to go back to that place where I was in London. So for me, the good, the bad, and ugly, like you said, like, I just love everything about it. And to be honest, there is more good than there is bad and ugly. But just knowing who I am and getting to know myself, like growing up and becoming an adult, like going into adulthood. Jesus.
I think it's a mindset thing as well. When you move here, I can only speak for Ghana. When you move to Ghana, you have to be prepared that the system will not be the same as where you came from. That sounds obvious. But when you're living in it, and you realize this is not the same. You have to be really clear with your communication with people here. Leave nothing for assumption. Make sure that you give yourself plenty of time to achieve one thing. You will be delayed. But when you know that's going to happen, then your mind can at least be ready for it. When you come assuming, okay, I want to do this and this and this today, but the Spintex traffic alone has delayed you for the whole day, then you'll be angry, you'll be frustrated, you'll think, why me? But when you think, actually, this is normal.
And also, I just wanted to add as well, for me moving to Ghana, and I feel like this is for you too, and having conversations with you, I feel like this is for you too. We have come to Ghana knowing that this is our full stop. I know a lot of people make the move coming to Ghana thinking that, well, I can just book a ticket and go back. And just go back to like a comfort of, like, even if you're working an agency job and you haven't got anything secured, there's always going to be money coming in. There is that security blanket. That's fine. But for me, and like I said, I feel like for you too, this is it. This is where I'm stopping. Like, I'm not planning or using an excuse or using London as a safety cushion. No, when it gets hard, I figure it out here, because this is where I want to be.
It stretches you, right? Some of the challenges, but you don't grow if you don't stretch, right? And so I think it's really important to have to go through some of these things, because I think you deal with some adversity here in ways that, like, I don't know, it's helped me a lot to be more patient, right? I think patience has been something that I thought that I had until I moved here. right? You learn a different kind of patience, and you're also learning how to deal with different kinds of people that I hadn't encountered, kinds of people that I hadn't encountered previously. So, you know, I think anytime you're in a tropical place, right, people are very chill and relaxed, and they move at their own speed. And I thought LA was slow in terms of speed coming from New York, and then I moved to Accra. And it's another speed. It's another speed. But I think it's important because I think, you know, in the US we always used to say you have to stop and smell the roses. People are smelling the roses all day, every day here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They appreciate the world around them and what's going on around them, and they're in tune. And I think that that's something that we don't have when you're in the rat race elsewhere. So it's helped me to slow down a little bit. I still am always working, but you know, but because I've had to encounter other people, I've had to slow down, right? Because I have to move at other people's speed.
Yes.
So that's been really important for me. Okay, so on that, advice. Yava, let's go with you first. What advice would you give to anyone thinking about moving to Ghana?
So the number one thing is manage your expectations. Don't lower them, just manage them.
Okay.
Research a lot about Ghana. The best thing to do is to come to Ghana if you haven't, before you do the big move. Come and see it for yourself. Create a network around you. So if you don't have family, then you may know friends. You may know people who know people. Surround yourself with that network because you need them. Okay, you cannot do Ghana by yourself. The easiest thing is if you know someone who knows the spot or the person to achieve a certain goal. That's the top I would recommend.
Great advice. Precious, what do you have?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Really?
Yeah, this is a joke. I always tell my friends that if you want to move to Ghana, don't do it. And if that hurts your feelings, my friend, you're in the wrong country. You need to come home. Like, you know, like that reverse psychology thing. If I'm like, no, don't do it, you're not going to be able to handle it. Ghana is too hard, the traffic alone. And you're there, and in your chest, you know that, Jesus, oh my gosh, no. Like, what she's saying is a lie. I need to be there. I need to experience it. Then, my friend, you need to be here ASAP. Do everything Yaba said. Come with that. Manage your expectations. Come with an open mind, an open heart. Be flexible. I have so many videos about this. I have a video on my channel where I spoke about 4 things that Ghana's taught me in 4 years. There's something about not focusing on a plan, like focusing on plan A like you had. Like, allow yourself to evolve in this space, to change, to grow. That's what Ghana does, and it does it very well. It will show you things that you didn't even know about yourself, and just enjoy it. Enjoy the journey to where you're going.
Sure.
Don't be in a rush to get there straight away. Don't come and be like, okay, I'm gonna have my mansion in Spintex, or I'm gonna have my house in East Legon, and this. But come and enjoy the process and enjoy the journey to get you to where you want to be. Believe me, it's beautiful.
Very well said. Okay. So with that, first of all, thank you too for doing this. It's been a great few conversations. So Precious, where can people find you online?
Guys, you can find me on YouTube, Precious Hannah, 1 word, 1 N, and on Instagram, Precious Hannah, 1 word, 1 N _ I hope that made sense. But yes, it'll be in the description.
It'll be in the description for sure. And Yaba, where can people find you?
So, especially for those, if you haven't got a network around in Ghana, we are doing the consultancy, so you can book in with us. www.ghanabound.com. We're also on YouTube, Ghana Bound, and Instagram, Ghana.bound.
Awesome. And with that, thanks for watching. If you like this content, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Make sure you comment below. Let us know what I missed. You guys always let me know if I forgot to ask any questions. And also, don't forget to share this with a few friends who are planning to move so they can see what it's like to live here. With that, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, cool. So what did you think about their experiences? They're both different experiences considering their upbringing and their backgrounds, but I'm interested to hear from you guys. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this interview. What questions did you want to hear asked, and what answers are you still looking for? Let us know in the comments. We'll definitely ask those questions, and maybe we'll do a part 2. Also, both of their pages will be in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. See you guys all on the next video. All right, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share it with your friends. All right, see you on the next video.